The Ice Crystal and the Little Fairy. Chapter 1. The First Winter Morning. On the first morning of winter, the entire village was covered in a blanket of white snow. The children looked out the windows, cheered with joy, and rushed outside in their warm sweaters and thick coats. Among them was a little girl named Lena. She ran around, laughing with her arms wide open, feeling the snowflakes on her skin. Surrounding Lena's house was a vast forest, and she loved exploring it. Today, she walked into the snow-covered woods, hoping to find something extraordinary. As she ventured deeper into the forest, Lena suddenly stopped. In front of her, a beautiful ice crystal was sparkling like she had never seen before. It was large and seemed to possess a special power. Lena reached out and gently touched the crystal, feeling a slight warmth from it. "I've never seen such a beautiful ice crystal," Lena exclaimed in surprise. At that moment, she heard a faint fluttering sound behind her. She turned around to see a small fairy hovering in the air. The fairy had delicate blue wings and a beauty as transparent as the winter air. "Hello, Lena," the fairy said with a smile. Lena, startled, asked, "How do you know my name?" The fairy replied, "I am the guardian of this forest and have been watching over you for a long time." Feeling reassured by these words, Lena smiled back at the fairy. "What's your name?" Lena asked. "My name is Elna," the fairy replied. Elna then began to explain about the ice crystal. This ice crystal has special powers and plays a vital role during the winter. But to use its power properly, a person with a pure and kind heart is needed, Elna explained. Lena, intrigued, wanted to know more. "Why are you telling me this?" she asked. Elna replied, "Because I believe you have a special heart that can understand and protect the power of this crystal." Encouraged by these words, Lena decided to embark on an adventure with Elna to uncover the secrets of the ice crystal. Chapter 2. The Mysterious Ice Crystal. Led by Elna, Lena ventured deeper into the forest. Along the way, Elna explained more about the special powers of the ice crystal. This crystal is the source of life and vitality for the entire winter forest. But to unleash its power, you need to touch it with a pure heart, Elna said. Listening intently, Lena held the ice crystal in her hand. It seemed to glow faintly as if it were alive. Lena asked, "How do I use this power?" Elna replied, "You need to pour your heart into the crystal and make a wish. If your heart is pure, the crystal will fulfill that wish." Lena closed her eyes and silently wished, "May the animals in the forest be protected from the cold." The crystal glowed brightly for a moment, and a warm feeling spread through Lena's heart. "Did you feel something?" Elna asked. Lena nodded, "Yes, I felt something warm in my heart." Elna smiled, "That is the crystal responding to your wish." Because your wish was pure, the crystal answered it. Lena understood the importance of the crystal's power. As they walked through the forest, they met other animals. Squirrels, rabbits, and deer thanked Lena. "Thank you, Lena. Because of you, we can stay warm," said a squirrel. Lena replied, "You're welcome. It's my wish that everyone stays safe." That night, Lena returned home and spent time with her family in front of a warm fireplace. She shared the day's events with them. Meeting such a wonderful fairy is a special experience, Lena, her father said. Her mother added, "You have a pure and kind heart, and that's why such wonderful things happen to you." Lena resolved to keep her pure and kind heart and continue helping the forest animals. She also promised to use the power of the ice crystal correctly, as she had promised Elna. Chapter 3, Meeting the Little Fairy. The next day, Lena went back to the forest to meet Elna. She wanted to learn more about the ice crystal. As she ventured deeper, Elna was waiting for her. "Good morning, Lena. I'm glad you came today," Elna said with a smile. "Good morning, Elna. I want to learn more about the power of the crystal today," Lena said. Elna replied, "Of course, Lena. Today, I will tell you about another power of the crystal." Elna took Lena to a large ancient tree. This tree is the elder of this forest and the source of all life. Placing the crystal at its roots will spread its power throughout the forest, Elna explained. Lena carefully took out the crystal and placed it gently at the roots of the ancient tree. The crystal emitted a soft glow, and warm air spread around the tree. Now, the entire forest can feel this power. Your pure heart has become a force to protect the forest, Elna said. Lena watched in awe. Then, the forest animals began to appear one by one, thanking Lena. "Lena, thanks to you, the forest is healthy again," said a rabbit. Lena replied, "I'm glad I could use my power for everyone." Elna promised, "Lena, please continue to use the power of this crystal wisely to protect the forest. I will always be by your side." Lena vowed, "Thank you, Elna. I love this forest, so I will always protect it." From then on, Lena and Elna continued to care for the forest together. They used the crystal's power to revive withering trees and flowers, bringing life to the entire forest. Lena always remembered Elna's words, "With a pure heart and a sincere wish, any miracle is possible." Lena and Elna's friendship deepened, and the forest became even more beautiful. Lena felt that this forest was her second home and loved spending time with the animals. Elna was always there, watching over her kindly. Chapter 4, The Secret of the Magic Crystal. One day, Lena asked Elna, "Elna, where did this ice crystal come from?" Elna thought for a moment before answering. This crystal was created long ago by the spirits of this forest. They imbued it with their power to protect the forest. Lena was amazed by the story. "It's such an important thing. I feel responsible for protecting it," she said. Elna replied, "Yes, Lena. Only someone with a pure heart like yours can unlock the true power of this crystal." Suddenly, a strong wind blew, and the crystal flew out of Lena's hand. It soared high into the sky and disappeared into the forest. "The crystal!" Lena exclaimed, and she and Elna went to search for it. Deep in the forest, they found the crystal by the edge of a large lake. Lena hurried over and picked it up. The crystal glowed softly, reflecting on the lake's surface. "Lena, this lake is special. Purifying the crystal here will strengthen its power, Elna explained. Lena dipped the crystal into the lake's water and made a heartfelt wish. May this forest always be beautiful and abundant. The crystal's glow intensified, and the entire lake was bathed in soft light. Lena felt her heart fill with warmth. Lena, your wish has spread throughout the forest. Please continue to use this crystal's power wisely to protect it, Elna said. Lena vowed, of course. I love this forest and will protect it forever. That day, Lena and Elna traveled around the forest, using the crystal's power to give life to trees and animals. Lena always remembered Elna's words. With a pure heart and a sincere wish, any miracle is possible. Chapter 5, Winter's Gift. As winter neared its end, new life began to sprout in the forest. Lena visited the animals with Elna. Everyone thanked Lena. Lena, because of you, we made it through this winter, said a squirrel. Lena replied, You're welcome. It's my wish that everyone stays safe. That day, Elna had a special gift for Lena. Lena, I'm truly grateful to you. Please accept this, Elna said, handing Lena a small silver pendant with a tiny ice crystal embedded in it. This is a symbol of your pure heart and kindness, and of how you have protected our forest, Elna explained. Lena, deeply moved, held the pendant close. Thank you, Elna. I will continue to protect this forest and all of you, she vowed. Spring arrived, and the forest was filled with new life. Lena renewed her resolve to protect the forest with Elna by her side. Wearing the pendant and believing in the power of the crystal with a pure heart, Lena continued her journey. Lena's story was passed down in the forest. Her kindness and pure heart became the strength that protected the forest. Elna and Lena's friendship lasted forever, with warm light always shining in the forest. Thus, Lena and Elna's story became an eternal winter gift, cherished and retold forever.